We humans love our indulgences, things we really enjoy and take pleasure in, but are not really necessary. Think of cheesecake. Oh, so delicious and irresistible. Unfortunately, provides almost no nutritional value. Hi! Or perhaps the latest Pro Max S69 phone. I mean, honestly, when was the last time you used the third, fourth, or fifth camera? I mean, please. That's my cheesecake! So when Ford takes a perfectly good pickup truck, adds Fox shocks, a huge set of BFGs, and a wider body, that is definitely indulgence. I mean, most of those upgrades people don't really need. And with all the goodies that the Ford Ranger Raptor already comes with, there's really no topping it. Right? Wrong. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the 2025 Ford Ranger Raptor V6. The Ford Ranger Raptor is already a pickup truck dialed all the way up to 11. The Raptor V6, man, that is an 11 plus 2, which begs the question, do we really need this in the Philippines? First things first, the exterior is roughly the same as that of the Ranger Raptor, which we already have reviews on, and if you'd like to see, the links are somewhere down below. It's pretty much the same for the outside, except for maybe what's underneath, obviously the V6, and the biggest change would be the price. Whereas the Ranger Raptor comes in about under 2.4 million Philippine pesos. If you open the AutoDeal app, it will tell you that this comes in at 2,739,000 Philippine pesos. So technically, you're paying an additional 400,000 Philippine pesos for a few goodies here and there and 2 extra cylinders. But you're also getting almost double the power. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. But first, let's do a quick refresher. You have your adaptive matrix LED headlamps up front with the always copied but never duplicated huge Ford grille. Down below, there is a real metal skid plate. On the side, you'll find 17-inch alloys wrapped in all-terrain BFGs paired with Fox Live valve shocks front and rear, giving the truck a ground clearance of 265 millimeters. At the rear are the C-clamp tail lamps, which are all LEDs. There's also the assisted tailgate that opens up the bed that has a power outlet and is roughly 1,500 millimeters long, about 1,200 millimeters wide, and about 500 millimeters tall. The interior is quite similar. At the back, you still have your bench seats. You've got leather upholstery all around and nice accents inside the car as well. You have a 12.4-inch instrument cluster. You have a 12-inch infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If you'd like to get into more details as to how this system works, we have a review of the Ranger on our pages, on our YouTube channel. The links are found somewhere down below. There are also some new things inside the car, like, for instance, the 10-speaker Bang & Olufsen system. Imagine doing Lahar and listening to Pavarotti at the same time. Nessuna dorma! Okay, stop. Sorry, got excited. And also, there are some new touches inside the vehicle, some new textures, which are very, very welcome, really. But what you really want to know about is this V6. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly! Underneath, you will find a 3-liter V6 that pushes out 391 horses and 583 Newton-meters of torque, mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, in the very short testing that we've had, we were able to produce roughly about 8 kilometers per liter. Now, that is mixed of city and highway. That is somewhat well-behaved driving because, to be honest with you, with that much horsepower and torque, even from stoplight to stoplight, yeah, we were children. And you'd understand why when you hear it. First things first is the power inside this car. In the 2-liter biturbo, you've got a diesel that when you floor it, boom, it knocks you into your seat, right? It's exhilarating. Here, even more so, because you've got almost double the horsepower, almost 100 Newton meters or more of torque, and since it's a V6 and it's a gasoline, this thing will redline at about 6,000 RPM. So in the diesel, when you punch it, there is that initial push, but it sort of like starts to calm down the closer you get to its rev range, or that it's about 3,000 RPM. Here, as you get closer, it's still going, it's still pushing, and it just keeps going and going and going. And it can get nasty if you're not careful because, well, the roads have been slippery the past few days because of the rains, and man, traction control damn be needed. This thing's got power. As for the rest of the bits and bobs in here, top notch, great marks for it. Technology works great. The advanced driver assist system inside this car is very, very good. Connectivity to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is also very good. It's very seamless. Jack and I can toggle through our Android and Apple phone very, very easily. Visibility is great. Comfort is great. The leather feels good. This is probably going to be one of the more comfortable pickup trucks that you're going to drive, if at all, because, well, you're weighted down by the engine. It's much heavier, but the Fox shocks also help a lot. Road noise, obviously, that's going to come in because you've got all-terrain tires. You could change that up by putting highway terrain tires, but then again, why would you? Jack, it's a bad idea. I don't know why you want to do that.
Why would I didn't,
no,
I
you
didn't
mentioned it
suggest
earlier. Shh, quiet. This is my time, not your time. Now, when the Ford Ranger Raptor came out, the chassis was, well, one of its highlights. You could tell that it was sturdy, it was strong. Whatever output the engine could give you, it felt like it wasn't enough for the chassis. Like it was deemed for so much more, which was great already. But now you've got a V6, that same chassis, and it really feels like it's a match made in heaven. I've never been in a trophy truck, but I'm guessing this is as close as I'm ever going to get. Oh, and by the way, Ford, if you want to test out the Baja mode in this car, taking it all the way to California, I will submit myself. Yeah, I'm available. Maybe I'll have a word with Carlos Sainz Sr. to drive me around. I'd like a word with his son. Why did you leave a Ferrari? Oh, but wait, it wasn't his choice.
Fault. It wasn't his fault.
Another new thing with the V6 Raptor is that not only can you lock your differential at the rear, you can also lock your differential up front, which spells out a hell of a lot more capability for this truck. And that is paired with so many different drive modes that you can have so much fun on any terrain. And then there is one feature that's a little bit silly, but I love it a lot, is that you can change the exhaust. So I am on normal right now. I can put it in sport and then pop it into Baja, and it says for off-road use only. We're off-road, right, Jack?
Yep, we're definitely not in a public road.
Okay, listen to it.
That's coming out of a Ranger. Can you imagine that?
I want to take this home. If I can't have the car, can I just have the exhaust? Look, we're going at 19. You can still hear it. Let's do it again.
Wait, let's do it again. Normal. See
Okay.
the difference. Quiet. There's even a quiet.
There's even a
mode.
quiet, but we don't want that. This is normal.
Okay.
It's more engine,
Okay.
right? It's more engine. I'm gonna slow it down. And then let's go to Baja. Here we go again.
Off road. Oh, yeah. we're off road, by the way.
We're
Whoa,
completely
whoa.
off road, Jack.
Yeah. Cut to the B-roll where we're off road.
As with all things that you indulge in, there is a price to pay. Say with the cheesecake. A little too much dessert and it could upset your darling figure. A little too much alcohol and you could wake up next to Earl. Basically, what I'm getting at is there is a price to pay when you do get the V6 Raptor, in the sense that, well, you do only get 8 kilometers per liter, mixed city and highway, and of course the premium of about 400,000 Philippine pesos for this V6. The question is it worth it? Yes, this is most definitely an indulgence. You really don't need it, and there are far more practical trucks you can get out there for less money. But what What's life without indulgence, without pleasure, without play? It'd be boring as hell. This is basically what keeps us ticking. That is, of course, until you run out of fuel.